Well, hey, motherfuckers. Now, it's coming up on 420, and your cousin is in this bitch making some motherfucking CannaButta. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. First, here's the butter. You know what I mean? I got the butter. I'm cutting it up in little squares and whatnot. Then I'm going ahead and hit it with this. As you see, I got my butter all cubed up and sitting in the goddamn pot ready for it. And what I'm gonna do now is take the opportunity to go ahead and pour some of this bottled water up in this motherfucker. So that water is gonna buffer it so that the shit don't get to scorching and burning. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of these in here. Ooh. Yes, Trey. I love making me some motherfucking CannaButta, but as you see, I like to make a whole bunch of it at once. I don't like going through this process over and over and over. Now, as you see, your cousin don't play. This is gonna be some fire motherfucking butter. I'm just gonna let it rest on there until that water and butter at the bottom and get to loosen it up. But like I said, it's a heat game, so you gotta let it start off real motherfucking cool. So far, I've only got one thing of water in there. But looking at how much butter and how much motherfucking flour I got, it's going to be a little bit time for another can. Now, as you see, it's been cooking for about an hour and a half. And as you notice, it's getting real motherfucking dark. The darker it is, the stronger this shit is going to be. Oh, hey, motherfuckers. Now, I didn't show y'all the straining process because it's very difficult to do that shit and record yourself. But imagine this. What I did was I put the cheesecloth over my strainer and let that run through, and then after that I collected the cheesecloth and put it inside of my my industrial strainer. It's got like a little jar at the bottom where you twist that motherfucker down and get all of the fluid up out of there, and that's the way that you remove all that plant material. It gets stuck up inside that cheesecloth, so it's outside of your butter. But look at how motherfucking dark this shit came out. OMG. We about to get fucked up. Point blank motherfucking period. We about to lose our goddamn minds. It's cooling off now, but it still has the water at the bottom. So once it gets cool enough, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. That way the butter will harden at the top, and it'll be easy to remove the water from the bottom of it. Well, hey, motherfuckers. Now, your cousin's on this bitch looking like an old-ass toddler with this motherfucking onesie on, but I'm back on this bitch to show y'all the part two. Now, as you see, the butter has solidified at the top, and we got the water at the bottom. It's best to use a plastic bowl. With that glass is going to be hell trying to get this motherfucking butter up out of here. Now what I do is I take a knife and cut down into there, you feel me? And just create a little reservoir for all that water to come out. You feel me? Well, hey, motherfuckers. Now, as you see, I've gone ahead and strained all my water out. Look how dark that fucking water is, y'all. This is going to be some shit. And I cubed up my butter. I cut it up in little smaller pieces and put it in a plastic bowl that'll fit in my microwave. That way I can soften it up and get it ready for my molds. Now, if you're going to make butter, you need to order some of these motherfucking butter molds. These ration them out into the same portions as the sticks of butter that you get in your pack. So when you're cooking, you ain't fucking up the rations of butter. So make sure you do get these. They have them in silicone. So you just freeze them and pull these motherfuckers out. The reason why I like these motherfucking molds is because it just makes it easy. All you gotta do is melt the butter down and just pour it right on into these molds. Easy motherfucking peasy. It ain't no work. It ain't no stress. Now, the thicker the butter gets, you might have to get you one of these spatulas and use that to kind of guide it into little things. But it's easy as shit. See, that's just a little bit of it. But I got the two sticks in now, and I'm going ahead and finish these motherfuckers up. Now I'm gonna show y'all what the fuck is going on. As you see, I got these motherfuckers in here in the refrigerator so that they can kind of harden up a little bit. After they stiffen a little bit, then I'm going to go ahead and put them in the freezer. That way they can get real good and hard. But when you're dealing with that fluid butter, the last thing you want to do is leave that shit just on them goddamn racks. You want to put like a cookie sheet or something flat down so that the shit don't spill over and you lose all your motherfucking butter. But that's the process, y'all. Well, hey, motherfuckers. Now, for all my cousins that's been watching my CannaButta tutorials, please don't throw that motherfucking water away. Oh, that water is stronger than the motherfucking butter is. All you gotta do is sit that shit in the back of your refrigerator. It ain't ever gonna go to the bad. What I normally do is when I'm feeling froggy, I just put a couple of drops inside of my coffee. It's real strong, so you need something kind of bitter to cut the flavor. In the coffee, you really don't taste it that much, but baby, it's gonna make you float on, float on. And I make my butter real strong. For every 4 packs of butter, I use at least a pound of weed. And the regular rations is usually 1 ounce of weed per every pack of butter. So it's really strong. You don't need a whole stick. I only use a half a stick in every batch of edibles I make, because you use more than that, motherfuckers ain't gonna do nothing but fall asleep. So to keep the party going, just use half a stick of that goddamn butter. But y'all had a recipe. Use that motherfucker wisely.